Hi everyone, I'd like to welcome you into my studio. My name is Rich Davis and I am a heavy metal songwriter, and my new label Crushing Notes Entertainment just signed me, and they thought it would be a good idea if I did a little documentary with you guys. I'm about to write a song. It's going to be an opening track for a heavy metal album. And I'm going to take you from no ideas. I just finished my last song, Mantra, and that's just hitting the streets now. So that's all done. So I've cleared my computers from everything. We got a blank slate here. Absolutely nothing's loaded up yet. And I'm going to take you from how I go about constructing a song, how I record it. I'll show you some of the parts as I'm doing as we go into this. This is going to be a couple videos. I'm going to show you how we mix it at the end, how we master it at the end, and then when I take the master, then we're going to write and shoot a video for that song, and then we're going to bring that into Final Cut, and then we're going to edit it up, and we're going to put it both together and put out a song video. And we're going to get it done in about 3 months. So I don't really mess around. As soon as I'm done one song, you know, and I've got some time to come down into my studio, this is what I do. So I get right on it. So I just want you to just take a ride with me, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to move really fast with this. I'm sorry. It's really kind of simple. Might be someone might want to be just. It might make you so you're not worried, you're not scared about taking on a project yourself. I mean, a lot of people out there, they want to do this kind of thing, but kind of intimidated on, you know, about how to do it, and then making sure it's going to be cool and writing all the parts. When if you watch out how I do it, you'll see that, you know, you got to keep moving, you know, and you can't focus on a song too long. You got to know when enough's enough. You got to move on, and everything's got to keep on moving. You got to keep pace with everything. Keeps it fresh, and there's always going to be another song. So you just got to know that. So so what I do is for today, I'm just going to like take you through the studio and show you what I do. So I write everything and I play everything. So that's why I said I'm a songwriter, because I'm normally a guitar player. But now I'm doing it all, so I mean my end result is a finished product, which is a video and a song. So, and I do it all, so call me what you want, but don't call me late for dinner. So what I do is so this is my logo, and I just have this running on Final Cut right now. I just put it in there and hit it repeat. So we're gonna, you know, this is just one of those programs that I'll be running during the video thing. It's pretty complicated. I don't really know how to use it very well, but enough to get by. So I use Pro Tools. I got the Universal Audio, the Twin. That's my interface. It's great because the plugins that you can get for that are just, they're so great, and they'll do whatever you want. You really don't need much of a studio these days. You get your big, you know, your nice computer, and I do it all on laptops. So, and you got your Universal Twin, you got your drums, you know, there's your bass guitar, and here's your Fractal. But on this album, I'm going to do a combination of things. I'm going to run direct into the interface as clean as possible. Actually, all my guitars are going to go through these two pedals. I have a decimator and an overdrive, the Protone, whatever the hell it is. I'm always running through them, and I'm adjusting the tone, whether, you know, adding treble or bass depending on the rhythm, and of course the volume. So when I come up with a new song, and I know that I'm going to do an opening song, so I know it's going to be a fast, heavy song, and there's going to be lots of guitar solos on there, or that's what I want. So the first thing I need to do is need to come up with like a key. Well, I mean, what's the tuning for the guitars? Because all my songs, I'm like all over the place, trying different things. So you really got to focus on, before you start laying down tracks, get your guitars tuned together. I mean, we'll go over my guitars, but I play 8-string and a 7-string and a 6-string and a 5-string bass. So once you pick the tuning, you got to make sure your guitars are all tuned, or it's going to be a little, get confusing. So you want to pick a tuning, and I did, and then we're going to pick a tempo. So, once we pick a tempo, that's the first thing we do in Pro Tools. And then what I do is I will go to like my superior drummer, and I'll pull up a basic groove on it, and I will I'll just do it like 20 times. So it's just going to be, I'll do something stupid like this. It just goes on forever. And what I'll do is then I'll take 2 guitar tracks at first, a left and a right, and they're going to go through an Engel head. So an Engel plug-in. So where's that? So for this song, I'm going to go through this Engel, what's it called? The Savage 120. Anyway, so it's a new plug-in that they have for Universal Audio. I think it's great. I think it sounds awesome. You run directly in. I go through my decimator and then my overdrive directly into this. So I'm recording everything bone dry. This is just for me to monitor. So that way, when you start doing the bass and stuff like that, I can always go back and change it to whatever sound I want. But I like the Engel sound, so I'm sure I'm going to keep something like that. So what I do is I'll put that drum beat on there, and I might come up with a couple different drum beats. I definitely will, and I'll lay them out, and I'll just sit here and play my guitar, and I'll just write, every day for the next couple days. I'll just sit down, I'll write like 3 or 4 rhythms each day, and I'll double them right then and there. I mean, once I come up with a rhythm, my guitar is tuned, my sound is there, everything's ready to go. So when I practice the guitar, I'll practice to that, and I'll write a riff, and as soon as I come up with that one riff, I instantly double it and try to play it as perfect as I can, and it's done. I just move on. I track it twice and move on. I instantly will forget that rhythm, come up with another rhythm. Something totally different, and I might even switch between the 7-string and the 8-string guitar, and come up with a different rhythm. Again, as soon as I come up with the rhythm, I double it, okay? So I'll come up with, then I'll start to be like, I'll have like 20 rhythms, and then I'll decide to kind of, start piecing them together. And then when I go to like the rhythm, I'll take my drums, and then I'll run the Stephen Slate, and I'll trigger my own drums beats to the guitar rhythms to make the beats fit with the guitar rhythm a lot better. So that's my first step. So like I said, we got a blank slate here. I haven't laid down the guitar tracks yet. So the next video, what we'll do is I'll show my guitar rig more, and I'll probably have laid down maybe 16 rhythms, and I'll show you some of the rhythms. And once I start posting the song, I might just end up just choosing 2 of them, and then the rest I just delete them. I never save them for next songs or whatever. If they didn't work for the song, in the trash. So I'm going to do the guitar parts, that's how I do it, and then I'll put the bass guitar to that. I'll write the drums to match everything. I'll throw a vocal scratch track in there, somewhere when I start piecing it together. That way I can get a direction, what rhythm would be a chorus, what would be a verse. And so this, like I said, this song is going to be an opening song. It's going to be a kick-ass song. It's going to be fast. I just broke my wrist 3 months ago, and I've been practicing on the 8-string, and it hurts like hell. But I'm going to play through it, and I'm going to try to do something really cool. So the next video we will take and get into the computer a little bit more on the recording side and have some fun with that. But thanks for watching, and this is going to be interesting. It'll be cool for me, because I'll get to go back and be like, wow, that one rhythm, imagine how the song... The funny thing about these songs is I don't know how they're going to turn out. I would drive myself crazy if I did. What's cool is it just morphs itself into the end thing. The song is never done until the very last second. Because I'll write all these rhythms, and certain parts of each rhythm might stand out sonically, like they just, for some reason, something about that rhythm in that one part sounds so cool, and I might just take the whole song as one whole and grab it and just hit repeat, and that way the whole rhythm would totally change. Everything would change. So it's kind of neat how that is going to happen. So stay here with me and watch this happen, and hopefully you guys will be interested with it, and hopefully we come up with a really kick-ass new metal song, and then the video, hopefully we're going to shred on that and do a good job with that too. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon.